and the Celtics. Picking up third quarter, Heat down 4, but Tyler Hero dishing. And Bam Adebayo throwing it down. 21 points and 10 boards for Bam. This isn't the same play. This is just the same play. Throwing it up as Hero. Throwing it down as Adebayo, who had 15 points in the third quarter alone. Fourth quarter, 3 minutes, 50 seconds to go. Heat down 3. Watch the effort from Jimmy Butler. Look at him on the save. Spectacular. And then he gets it back. Butler, a quiet night scoring, just 14 points, but doing it all over the floor. Look at him. The foot's inbounds. Reestablish inbounds. Spectacular from Jimmy Butler, who had 3 steals in clutch time. Here comes another poke check, and we're going the other way. And it's Butler. And he finds Jay Crowder, and the Heat are up by 7. Under a minute to go. Celtics down by 6, excuse me. Working it. Jaylen Brown. Yes, it's a 3-point game. He had 21. After a turnover, Celtics now with a chance to tie. A good look for Brown in the corner, but he can't get it to go, and Adebayo gets the rebound, and oh my goodness, the Heat hold on to win. 106-101. Heat up 2-0 in the series. Entering halftime with a 13-point lead, the Celtics completely fell apart after the break, outscored by 20 in the third. It was the Celtics' worst point differential in any single quarter, regular season or playoffs, this entire year. So that's the story in the East. How about the West? Game 1 set for tonight. Lakers, Nuggets, after Denver stunned the basketball world, knocking out the Clippers in Game 7 on Tuesday. Jamal Murray had a message for all of their critics.
We've been showing it, and you got Shaq, you got Charles, you got, I think Zach Lowe's his name, I don't even know. Stephen A, all y'all better start giving this team some damn respect, because we put in the work.
I know his name. It's definitely Zach Lowe, and he's with me here this morning. Big Perk loves it. Zach, quickly, what is your reaction to people who have been counting them out? Look, you did. I did, too. I didn't think they would beat the Clippers. I didn't think they were going to beat Utah, to be honest with you. What do you make of this now as they go on against the Lakers?
Well, I picked them against Utah, but Jamal's right. I picked Clippers in 5. And when it was 3-1 Clippers, and the Clippers were up 16 or whatever in Game 5, I thought, well, Clippers in 5 looks pretty good. So Jamal can talk his talk. I doubted the Nuggets. I picked the Clippers. I thought the Clippers were going to win the championship. But this is a tough, resilient team with an absolutely devastating 2-man game between Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic, and you got to work to beat them. This is not just a walkover for the Lakers. I'm sorry.
Well, let's talk about that, because a lot of people, Big Perk, will view this as the carpet being rolled out for LeBron to win a 4th championship. Do you see it that way?
Well, I mean, look, Greeny, the bubble is difficult, right? And the way that the Lakers went through the Rockets, Denver don't stand a chance. But Zach, no, Jamal is not right. He's not right. Don't go back on your word. They were down 3-1 to the Jazz.
I didn't.
And they were down 3-1 to the Clippers. They had to earn their respect. Now they have earned a little respect, so now we could give them respect. But before then, you didn't say nothing wrong. Don't let Jamal change your mind and have you not do your part no more, or write your great journalist things that you do and put out your great reports. Don't let him do that to you. I'm sorry, Green. I had to get that in. You were right, Zach. He had to earn his respect.
I like it. I like the pep talk for Zach Lowe. All right, Zach, I was listening to your podcast, so I already know the answer to this question, but I want you to share it with everybody. There will be people, if LeBron wins this championship, who will say, well, he didn't wind up having to play Giannis, and he didn't wind up having to play the Clippers, and this whole thing in the bubble is a little unusual, and they will try to put an asterisk next to the championship. If they do that, what will Zach Lowe say?
It's 1,000% nonsense. So he didn't have to play Giannis, didn't have to play the Clippers. Why? Because good teams beat their teams. Now he has to play those teams, starting with the Nuggets. Do the Nuggets look like a red carpet to you? They are a half Serbian, half Canadian brick wall waiting in your way. Do the Heat look like a red carpet to you? Do the Celtics with Gordon Hayward look like a red carpet to you? These teams are really good, and the bubble is really hard for everybody. The mental adversity is real, but every team has to deal with it, and LeBron doesn't have to apologize for the Clippers losing or the Bucks losing. All he's got to do is keep his team together, keep his team strong, and beat who is in front of him. The asterisk talk is nonsense. It's from people that are already preemptively trying to discredit LeBron for whatever silly reason. No way. He has to earn it, starting with the Nuggets tonight.
I'm completely with you, but I wanted to make sure everyone else got a chance to hear it. Perk, back to you again. The question, What do you see in the series? Do you believe LeBron is a significant favorite here?
Absolutely. They're going to beat the Denver Nuggets. I say max 6, but I'm picking them at 5. Look, the way that LeBron James is playing, he's playing like the GOAT I've been telling you about, Greeny. Anthony Davis is playing like the generational talent. The Lakers are finally hitting their stride. Their championship pedigree is kicking in right at the right time. Talking about playoff Rondo, he's come alive. Alex Caruso is the heart and soul. He's bringing that tenacity. Danny Green and Caldwell Pope is finding their rhythm on the offensive end and knocking down trey balls. And let's talk about Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma on the defensive end. His defensive effort on the defensive end has been remarkable. Nobody is going to beat the Los Angeles Lakers. They're going to win the championship. You could book it.
They are Big Perk. And
let Baker Mayfield do his thing. I think he threw some great balls last night. Obviously, the interception was a bad decision. He has to eliminate that. But if their recipe for success is running the ball to throw the ball, I think that makes all the sense in the world. And going forward, that's probably what they're going to do because that's what Andrew Berry has been investing in.
Okay, so we've spent pretty much all morning long talking about Baker and talking about the Browns. Let's look at the other #1 pick again. Joe Burrow impressed LeBron James last night. We saw the tweet. He certainly impressed Troy Aikman if you were watching the coverage. Let's see what Mark Sanchez thought. Mark, what did you see through a quarterback's eyes from Joe Burrow in his second NFL start last night?
Well, he picked up right where he left off in that national championship game, and he looked so comfortable in the pocket. Let's roll that tape. Ooh. You see right away, he's got double press on 2 receivers. They're on the same level. RC, coach these DBs up, man. Don't put them on the same level because they could get picked. They're going to get picked right here. Joe Burrow sees it. He signals them right there. Now you're going to have to change that signal, Joe Burrow, because everybody in the world saw it. But here he goes. He knows exactly what to do in a crucial situation on 4th and 4. And what does he do? He lets the pick happen. The DB goes over the top. He sees it and throws a perfect back shoulder right next to the sticks. That's exactly what you want out of your seasoned veteran quarterback, and you're getting it out of a rookie who has to make incredible plays with his legs almost every play. And here comes this other touchdown. They got him in empty formation. He's running stuff at the line of scrimmage. Sure, it's late in the game and they're losing. They're trying to come back. But he's signaling stuff to these guys. He's going through dummy cadences. And then he's making the right check at the right time and the right read, giving an accurate ball. This is so hard to do for so many quarterbacks, and he's doing it with ease. It's really impressive.
That's really well done, Sanchez. And again, Mark knows what he's talking about. He started right out of the chute there. I think he's frozen, but we got in all of the comments, so that was really worked out very well. Sanchez started immediately and actually won his first 3 games as a starting quarterback. Let me go to you, my LSU fellow there, Ryan Clark. What did you see from your former quarterback last night?
You know what? We saw all the things from Joe Burrow that made him a national champion and probably the greatest collegiate quarterback of all time, at least for a year. He's poised. He's athletic. He throws the ball in spots where he needs to fit him in, and he makes sure that everyone on his team is in the right place and ready for each play. I think the other thing that we notice about Joe Burrow is that he hates losing. He's an extreme competitor, and that is what the Cincinnati Bengals organization needed. That is who they drafted. Let's not forget, Greeny, Joe Burrow is a grown man. Like a grown adult man. And I don't say that like other people in the NFL aren't. He's a guy who was 5 years in college. He had to deal with adversity. He's older than Lamar Jackson is right now. He's a guy that Zach Taylor and the Cincinnati Bengals coached about saying that he was too far ahead of what they had given him and he wanted more. He's prepared for this situation. And even though he's never lost 2 games in a row, like he said last night, he's prepared for the adversity. He's overcome obstacles before, and he will not be a failure as long as the organization does right by him and protects him. I think Joe Burrow is off to a great start. It's fun to watch him, and I can't wait to see him progress.
I'm with you on all of that. McAfee, I just have a second here, but quickly, as you watch this game, did you feel, as I did, more confident in Burrow, in his control of what was going on and his sense of what was going on the field? It's his second game on a short week. It's Mayfield's 3rd year, and yet I felt like Burrow seemed more in control of the game last night.
Yeah, there's no moment too big for Joe Burrow. And I got a chance to be on that megacast during the national championship, and I was standing less than a foot away from Joe Burrow while he was warming up in the biggest game of his life. And he was so calm, so cool, ready to do it. And I look back at there was a 2-minute drive right before 12 seconds left in the half. He rushes the team up, spikes the ball because they had no timeouts left, and they still make points. I mean, that's veteran quarterback-like stuff that he's doing. Nothing seems too big for Joe Burrow. And aside from getting a quarterback that is super competitive, like Ryan Clark said they needed, they also need an indoor practice facility in Cincinnati if they want to win some games. But aside from that, Joe Burrow moving forward, I hope he doesn't get slaughtered like Andrew Luck did early in his career, and I hope they take advantage of it because he is the guy in the Natty moving forward.
All right, well said, well done and well said. It's good to have McAfee back. Let me take a break on a Football Friday. We have hoops to get to.